Yo, 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 what's going on, world? It's your boy Money back with another one. And this a little follow up to my dude CJ, man. Shouts out to the Boxer Clinic. Everybody go follow the Boxer Clinic. I like his little debate he got going on about the resume with Danny Garcia and Terrance Crawford about who resume is better and who would have won the fight. It's gonna be real quick, real quick. I just checked out my dude video. Everybody go check that video out. Um, you can say it's not debatable, my dude, where you say the resumes. I edge it towards Danny. I edge it towards Danny, but it is kind of debatable because, like we say, Poster did beat Matisse. You can say they took some up out of his ass with the Provodnikov and the Molina fight. Doesn't matter, bro, because Crawford beat the shit out of Molina. He beat the shit out of Poster, and I believe he would have beat the shit out of Matisse as well. You know what I mean? And I believe he'd have beat the shit out of the Matisse that fought Danny Garcia that night on the Mayweather undercard. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Danny Garcia. They would have had to do in that fight. But I believe Crawford would have beat the shit out of him skill-wise. I feel like Lamar Peterson was at 144, but I'm an edge towards the one. I mean, if you round it off, it's more towards the 147 than 140, but I'm still edge towards the 140. And you can still look at Felix Diaz and say he fought the shit out of Lamont. Some people have Felix Diaz winning the fight. You saw what Crawford did to Felix Diaz. Amir Khan was the champion. Um, he had good wins on his resume at 140. Amir was the man, but I don't think Amir would have beat Crawford neither. Would have been a hell of a fight. It would have been Crawford would have had to figure that fight out because of the speed of Amir. He would have had to adjust. But I'm kind of skeptical on could that Amir Khan at 140 beat Victor Poster. Because Victor Poster, man, keep it real. Victor Poster is a good ass fighter at 140, man. He a good fighter. Like his range of distance is fucking good. His 1-2 jab is good. And Poster, like the way he beat Matisse, I like the way he thought his way through that fight. I take nothing from him, but looking at it, you might edge Amir Khan. I'll probably edge Poster against Amir Khan at 140. That Amir Khan, you know what I mean? But with the Zab Judah, you do have to give him Zab Judah. One hell of a win. I think he fought Paulie at 142 if I'm not mistaken. Amir. So I gotta give Amir that. Well, not Amir. I know this is Danny, but Amir beat Paulie. I was trying to look at Amir's resume, but Amir beat Paulie. So Amir did have, credible wins down there. And I think Amir beat Zab Judah as well. So you gotta give him those. You gotta give him those. For as you're saying, Amir is better than anybody, but I gotta look at it as Julius Adongo still was unified champion. You can't take that away from him, man. You can't take that away. At the end of the day, he was a unified champ. So you still got to give. I know we can say skills, we can say resume. Who has Julius Adongo fought? I know that's how people go come. But at the end of the day, Julius Adongo going out in the history books as a unified champion. So credit to him. You got to give him that credit too. But I still probably will edge it towards Danny Way. You know what I mean? By a margin, not by too much now. When you say it ain't debatable, it is debatable now. But I will edge it towards Danny Way because Danny did have the hard way. And people didn't. And only reason why it looked so good with Danny Garcia because it wasn't expected from Danny Garcia to beat Amir Khan. It wasn't expected for Danny Garcia to beat Lucas Matisse. You know what I mean? So Danny surprised a lot of people. Terrance Crawford, if he was to beat them, it probably won't surprise people because they'll say it was a 50-50 fight and Terrance Crawford got skills to pay the bills. And we know Danny Garcia, flat-footed, left hook. You know what I mean? It don't look like, outside looking in, it don't look like he's a skillful fighter. But Danny got skills, man, and Danny proved it. You know what I mean? He deserved everything he got. He worked hard for it. So I will edge it towards Danny. But for as fighting, Danny Garcia, he'll get Crawford a little problem. But when Crawford figured him out and take the left hand away, I'd probably say around 8-4, and I'm just being real, my opinion. You know what I mean? Probably around 8-4, man. I feel like Danny, he surprised me in that I mean, Keith Thurman fight, man. You know, Danny surprised the shit out of me. You know, did a hell of a job, man. Like I know people saying Keith Thurman won easy. I didn't see him win easy. I saw him won debatably. Yes, you can say he won that fight. Like I had Keith Thurman winning, and you know I take nothing from him, he won. But for as like saying he won easy, like Danny picked it up, landed great shots on Keith Thurman, body shots, and I saw him doing some good shit. But I can't see him doing those things on Terrance Crawford. Just being honest with you, know what I mean? So yeah, I might edge it towards Danny slightly. You know what I mean, for his resume wise, because of the people know the names that Danny Garcia beat. You know what I mean, but it don't take away from the skill set or saying that the fighters that Terrance Crawford beat weren't as skillful or couldn't fight. You know what I mean, or the fighters that Terrance Crawford beat couldn't beat the fighters that Danny Garcia beat. You know what I mean? It's just that their name was more noticeable because of the recognition they got and, you know what I mean, the promotion company they was under. You know what I mean? You can't knock that. You know you can't knock it. So I'm about to get ready to look at this Clarissa Shield fight, you know, but it was just to my dude, the boxing voice, man. That was a great little debate you had going on there. But I edged it towards Danny Garcia for those reasons. It wasn't expected for Danny Garcia to do what he was going to do, and the names was more noticeable. But the fighters Terrance Crawford beat were just as skillful, and to me, had a great chance of beating the fighters that Danny Garcia beat. You know what I mean? But for us, who will win the fight, I got T-Bud Crawford all day. And they gonna meet up at 147, and T-Bud Crawford gonna tax that ass because they do got history. And you know Crawford went off on the Pops, and the Pops called Crawford a little nappy head motherfucker, and Crawford called the boy a dope head, and he snorting that good shit, you know? So that's my little thoughts on that, man. To the boxing fight. Shout out to my dude, the Boxing Clinic. Subscribe to your boy. Subscribe to me, man. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe all day. Y'all know I'm coming with that fire, man. Yep.